Hello everyone, Leaf Reed here, and today we have Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Yes, the very first book in the Harry Potter series. My personal experience with Harry Potter is that my mother kind of read this book to me / with me as a child, and I've never really been a big Harry Potter fan. I know a lot of people now, J.K. Rowling is a controversial figure, and her entire series is controversial. The one thing that I did find striking about Harry Potter is not actually as a book, but as a series. Apparently, it's the fifth highest grossing intellectual property in the world, which I did not realize. I know there's a theme park at Universal Studios, but I didn't notice the scope of it till I went there. It's quite impressive. Along with 8 movies and a whole franchise, it all started with this very short children's novel that is pretty innocuous, I would say. I know there's two sides debate about J.K. Rowling, and also back in the day there was, if people don't recall, there was controversy around this book because it was promoting magic, and so a lot of fundamental Christians saw that as satanic or anti-Christian, and so this was a piece of media that was vilified because of it. Honestly, because it was so popular. Everything popular, someone finds a reason to hate it, but I never held a position on either side for or against Harry Potter. And my personal opinion, just from skimming through this, frankly, children's book or preteen book, is that it's just not very good. I've never been a huge Harry Potter fan. I know some people are, but for me, it's never really connected with me. It's been kind of quirky, silly, interesting magic. The characters are written pretty effectively, interestingly. I don't know how to say it. It just feels very standard. It's interesting to go back to J.K. Rowling or to go back to any popular story and read it after I've read all these classics, and to pick this apart and to make this different from other popular literature that I've read. It's really not that different, and it's really not that unique or impressive in any real form. If anything, this is almost like a meta-analysis of popular literature itself rather than this book, because I just never really cared for it. I was never for it or against it. I was like, oh, this exists, I guess. And it seems like typical standard wizard stuff to me. So it was never really shocking or interesting or like, oh, that's nuanced. It was just a rehashed old idea, but done in a very, I would say, focused manner. Malfoy couldn't believe his eyes when he saw Harry and Ron. They were still at Hogwarts the next day, looking tired and perfectly cheerful. Indeed, by the next morning, Harry and Ron thought that meeting the three-headed dog had been an excellent venture, and they were quite keen to have another one. Like, I don't have anything bad or good to say about this book. It's very middle of the road, very safe. I think it's appropriate language and length and volume for a budding reader, let's say, for a child. But I never really got why these took off and why they were so popular. Maybe because it's mostly with girls. And maybe I just don't get it. I know many Harry Potter fans, and all of them are women, the most diehard ones. So maybe it's something I don't get. Maybe it's something about the way the characters are written. Either way, it's fine. It's okay. It's a fine book. I wouldn't recommend it to myself when I was younger, I guess, because I tried to read it and I just did not care. But the Philosopher's Stone. It's fine to introduce to your children. I don't think it's going to cause you to do any sort of satanic magic or anything. And I don't think it's going to cause you to do whatever J.K. Rowling is accused of promoting these days. The best thing to come out of this was Alan Rickman playing Snape. I don't know why. I love that character. I love when he says, Potter. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, no, this is the thing that started the billion-dollar franchise, or multi-billion, I think. So it's fine. It's okay. I don't have much to say about it, honestly. And I just want to kind of just say, yeah, no, it's something in my collection. And I thought as well talk about it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Always keep reading.